Hello, have you thought about listing your house soon? Well, stay tuned because we have some awesome tips about staging your house to perfection so that everybody loves it and wants to buy it. Stay tuned. Hi again, my name is Andrea Mayhew with the Mayhew team. I'm a part of Cascadia Northwest Real Estate here in Southwest Washington. We're going to go over curb appeal first and foremost with staging your house. You might think, what does curb appeal have to do with staging my house? Well, it's the first thing that people see when they get out of their car and they walk up to your door. So we want that curb appeal to pop. We want it to stand out. And one of those ways, of course, where I'm always talking about, cleaning up your front lawn, edging around the driveway, replacing flowers in the baskets. Everything's fresh, but there's other ways that you can help your curb appeal, and that is by doing some little updating with the hardware on the front door, painting your front door, painting the shutters. Replace the old numbers that are on your house. The numbers that are all rusted because you've lived there 15 years. That's like mine. I admit it. I have been wanting to change our front numbers forever, and we definitely will do that when it comes time to list. Another thing that gets a little rusty are the lights outside. So it's time to update those lights as well. I know. You're gonna have to get an electrician, most likely out there to do that, but it's worth it. Buyers will definitely notice. I know our buyers do. I notice it. I make it a point to say, oh my gosh, look, they have new lighting outside. Those are all things that people love to see. All right, once we get inside, what's the first thing that you come into? Most likely the living room or the ground entrance, the hall, the entryway. What we don't want to see is, I know it sucks, it's personal pictures. You have to take them down. What we always tell our sellers is it's no longer your home if you're selling. If you're putting it on the market, you just have to cut ties, cut the personal out of it being your house anymore. Start packing up those personal pictures, the personal artwork from your kids. Time to take that down, okay? Another thing in the living room is excess of furniture. We don't need a sectional couch and 2 chairs and a coffee table and end tables and all of this stuff. Okay, you need to minimize the furniture. You want to highlight the space, right? So highlight those bookshelves that are in the corners of the living room. Highlight the living room fireplace and the mantle. Yes, you can put minimal things up on the mantle. You don't have to overcrowd it with plants, and I have crystals on mine. Pictures and little statues and knickknacks. We have to minimize that. You got to take all that down. You want to highlight the space, okay? Minimal furniture in the living room. All right, and then moving into the kitchen. The kitchen is, as we all know, a favorite place for one of the most favorite places that buyers like to look. They want to see that the kitchen is updated. Obviously, they want to see the room, the storage, the cabinets, make sure that there's enough space for all of their things, right? So we don't want to pack on all of our big appliances on the countertops. Empty the countertops. We don't want to see a lot of stuff on there. The air fryer, the pressure cooker, all of those things, they need to be stored away in your pantry. If you have a type of pantry that has the larger bottom, shelf that gives you some space, tuck it in there, Another thing, you want to highlight that storage space as well. So the pantry, so if you can, if your pantry allows for it, I would suggest getting matching baskets and start just organizing the pantry. You don't want people to open up your walk-in pantry and it's like all of these things, okay? Organize it, minimize it. label the little baskets, make it like all cute where they just open the door and they're like, oh my gosh, look at it, they can fit all that in there. That's what they want to see. And then another great way to update the kitchen without spending a lot of money. Like I'm not talking like going out and getting quartz for your countertops and painting your cupboards and all that stuff. Of course, that's going to add value to your home, but if most people don't have the funds to do that. It costs a lot of money right now to update your countertop. So let's just go for the hardware. Update that old hardware, if there is hardware. If there's not hardware, let's put some fresh hardware on your cabinets and drawers. That will spice up the kitchen so cheaply. Another thing that you can do in the kitchen, a lot of people have those white kitchens, right? With the cabinets and the drawers and or the black. I've seen black, I've seen dark gray. If you've painted your kitchen cabinets, it's time to just touch up those edges, because I've seen multiple kitchens where especially the black really shows when it starts to wear off. So just touch up those places in the kitchen so that it looks more fresh and more clean. All right, moving to the bathrooms. Bathrooms, oh, bathrooms. That's where the junk resides, not just on the countertops, but in the bathtub. So clear out all of the shampoos, the conditioners, the face washes, the body soaps, the this and the that, and the sponges. Get rid of it all. Put it in a basket, put it under the sink, put it in the hall closet, especially obviously for pictures, but anytime you're gonna have showings, it's just easy to have a basket, plop everything in it, and put it away for showings. You don't want anything on the countertops either. Toothbrushes, no, we don't wanna see it. We don't wanna see the gunky bar soap tray. We don't wanna see it. Of course, yeah, it's inconvenient to move it out every time there's a showing, but in the end, your house is gonna show so much better. And the grout is usually an issue with bathrooms too. So if you see certain, not necessarily cracks, but where things are separating, where grout needs to be redone, super cheap to go do that. Go get some at Home Depot, go get some grout and just fill it in, and it'll look great and it'll look clean. Make sure there's not moldy stuff in the bathtub. Okay, that's always not nice to see. So yeah, in the bathroom, the grout, update the curtains or the rugs that are in there, even the towels. Update them, because you can take that with you. So in your new house, if you see something that you really like in your next house, get it for this house to show better. Okay, the last couple of things. If you have pets, I have an abundance of pets in my house. You need to act like they're not there, okay? Get rid of the beds, get rid of the toys, get rid of the food. The food tends to smell a little bit, right? When you leave it out, it kind of smells in that area. Clean it up. Get rid of the litter boxes. Just put them in the garage or something for the time being that your house is being shown, or for an open house. No sign of pets. We all love our pets, but we don't want the house, when people walk in, to be like, oh, I can smell pets in here, because our animals, they kind of take over, and you can tell right away when people have pets. I have pets. I know it's an ongoing battle with making sure our house doesn't smell. Do not overdo on the scents, putting in the plugins, because it overpowers the house and it actually turns away a lot of people. Some people are very sensitive to smells, and they don't even want to walk through the house because it's too strong, okay? And lastly, in the bedrooms with the nightstands and the end tables, again, minimize the things on there as well. It goes for the same with the living room. Take away personal pictures, and you can leave like a couple books on the nightstand with the lamp or whatever it may be. Usually it's the law of threes, right? When you're decorating a shelf or a nightstand is to not overpower the space. It's the law of threes where you put something in the back like a triangle. So something in the back, a couple things in the front. Just a couple things. So I hope this has helped you guys getting ready to sell your house. If you have any questions about any other things with listing your home or purchasing a new one, of course, we're always here for you. We would love a follow, help grow our YouTube page. And thanks for visiting, and we'll see you next time.